Good morning, guys. This is Jamie with GettinCraftyStampin.com. So today is our Wednesday's Coffee Create and Connect over card making at Ragamuffin Coffee Roasters. So of course I grabbed my to-go cup. This is my dirty chai. And I had a great morning with the girls today crafting. The fun thing is that this is a free crafting session, and we're going to celebrate this week's celebration featured stamp set from the Gettin' Crafty Stampin' Group. This is the Tasty Trucks. To tell you that I love it is an understatement. I'm a huge fan of taco trucks. I grew up in an area where we had ice cream trucks on a regular basis, and we actually had like produce trucks that came by my grandparents' house all the time down in Montebello, California. So if you know where Montebello is, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is a great two-step stamping stamp set. So you have the truck and great little additions that you can place inside with all of this. So today we're going to do the Let's Talk About How Awesome You Are stamp set. See how great this is with the Fiesta Stamp Designer Series paper. I believe it's Fiesta. Yep. Festive Birthday stamp set. And we're going to do a little bit of watercoloring and adding a little bit of Wink of Stella. I wanted to highlight to you how I pick my colors. So this is a bright and bold designer series paper, and in our Stampin' Up! Catalog, they always have listed the colors that are included in your pack of designer series paper. So if you pick a pack that you like, you can always go and supply it with the papers that coordinate. So here you can see, let me see if I can zoom in, the Crushed Curry, Emerald Envy, Melon Mambo, Pumpkin Pie, Tempting Turquoise, and Whisper White. This helps me to have seamless, cohesive looking crafting with ease. I don't even have to think about it. I just know how easy it is to put it together. I keep it together in the sleeve in my packet of paper, or my paper shelves, just so you know. So today we're going to create this sweet little card. I live in Southern California, and I'm a huge fan of tacos. Huge fan. It's kind of an understatement. I love tacos a lot. My favorite is chorizo or carne asada. Chorizo is a Hispanic breakfast sausage primarily, and carne asada is their thin skirt steak. So if you don't know, we get papas, which is potatoes, so I'll get a chorizo and papas taco from our local taqueria, which is a taco restaurant. Today we're going to be using Crushed Curry for the cardstock, Whisper White, and then this great little fun pattern. Isn't it so festive? You don't have to be a big fan of tacos like I am to enjoy the bold colors of this stamp set. And look how perfectly it's going to work with this collection. So today we're going to need, anytime you work with photopolymer stamp sets, you'll see this on my blog at Gettin' Crafty Stampin'. I have lots of little tips and tricks for you when you use that, but you need a photopolymer Stampin' Pierce pad. And I'm going to bone this card here. Let me grab that. And then I fold it. I turn it over and I use the side of the bone folder just to run a crisp line. That helps it to stay closed and look more professional. And then we're going to use the Stampin' Pierce pad. I'm going to set that aside. And photopolymer does not bounce back like rubber does. So you need something that's going to bounce back to give you a better resolution. Here's the Archival Black ink pad. I use the Archival Black because it's a true black. It's beautiful. But it also is perfect for watercoloring. It does not run. It's designed to give you a good quality image. So we're going to put our little taco truck down. I do a little wiggle, not a rocking, a wiggle. There you go. Super easy. There's a lot you can do with this stamp set. I'm going to place my little tacos because if we're going to talk about how awesome you are, taco, I just love the pun on it. You need two of them because you will never eat just one street taco. They're smaller and they're so yummy that I like to believe that makes them a little bit calorie free when they're that tasty. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. So we're going to use a aqua painter pen. I'm going to close and put this away for just right now. And we're going to lay out some colors that coordinate with this designer series paper. So here with my fast fuse adhesive, I'm going to place this designer series paper down. I'm going to do a check, dash, and check, dash, check, dash, check, dash, check, and maybe one in the middle. You need to do a check anytime you use fast fuse adhesive because it's a strong adhesive and it needs that check mark to break the connection. So here I tried to make the edges similar, and then I'm going to actually open the black and put the stamped words down just so I can put my black away and not have to worry about that at the end. Let's taco about how awesome you are, because really tacos are awesome and so are you. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I could taco anything almost. I really love it. Then we're going to open up our pumpkin pie ink pad. I like to squeeze it just like so. And we're going to open it up and have a palette of ink in order to use. So I'm going to do pumpkin pie. Emerald Envy is a new in color, and it's a bold, beautiful green, very emeraldy. And Melon Mambo. This is my daughter's favorite pink. They love the bold, bright color. I don't know where they get that from, LOL. Of course they get it from their mom, who's a big fan of sparkle and color. I'm going to start with the crumb cake because it's not in the collection, but in my head, like there's always a story in my head, I need to have a little bit of a ground there. And so I'm just going to place it down. Instead of having your truck kind of floating, it's nice to have a little bit of a base for it. And there's a story in my head for every one of them. Like the taco truck has just pulled up and I am taking my dear friend to go and enjoy some fresh tacos. Oh, so yummy. Taco Tuesday already passed because today's Wednesday, but I'll tell you, I love me some tacos. I'm going to blur out the ink. I'm going to pull that ink out. I'm going to make sure you can see that since I'm sitting. Yep, you can. And that's going to soften the color, and I'm going to color my tacos. So easy. I know you're thinking orange tacos. Well, don't get me wrong. Taco Bell, which is not Mexican food in my opinion at all, does a Dorito taco my son loves. But tacos have that yummy golden color, especially if they're fried up. I prefer my tacos soft tacos. I pulled the color to get a stronger, pure color. I'm going to start on one side and I'm going to do a fell swoop across. I'm going to do that. This can be really fine. So don't feel like you have to worry about it. You can use just the tip. You almost want it dry though when you're aqua painting, watercoloring. I may not be an artist. I homeschool, and so I'm training on the great artists right now, and we just did Gainsborough, and he does beautiful backgrounds, but I am not one who can do beautiful backgrounds. I can, but I prefer card making and doing it on there than frameable art. But that's just me. I have so many amazing friends. One of my best friends is a painter, and she painted the most stunning portrait of my daughters from a picture I posted where we were at the Magic Castle here in California. I would think the Magic Castle's in Hollywood or Los Angeles. And I have it sitting up on my wall. So if you're ever at my home studio, make sure you check out the painting that my friend made. It's breathtaking. It made me cry like a little girl. You want it less wet because this is not aqua painter. I mean, this is not watercolor paper. This is literally just Whisper White cardstock. Then I'm going to go in with the Emerald Envy and just pull up a little color. I'm going to color the lettuce just a little bit. You can dilute that if you wanted to, but it stands up really well to the, I'm going to color the awning here, to the orange taco shell. Right there. I'm trying to go quickly so that you can just enjoy this with me. We have a great time at our Coffee and Connections, so if you can't be there in person, at least you can join us virtually. Every Wednesday, I try to post those video tutorials that are free. And really, this stamp set's wonderful. It's free, actually. With a minimum purchase of $50, you can pick this stamp set for free and own it. It's a $20 valued stamp set for free. It's only for a limited time. And it goes until March 31st, but the stamp sets, when they're sold out, they're sold out. And this is a popular one. Can you tell why? Taco trucks and ice cream trucks. It's awesome. So I'm going to finish coloring the little bumper in. Like so, and maybe there for the gas cap. Typically, Hispanic art is very bold and colorful, which I really love. So then we're going to add some of the Melon Mambo to the awning. Super easy. You don't have to be a perfectionist. It's watercolor art, so it's supposed to have that soft look. And it stands up with that archival black ink pad. Will not run when you are watercoloring. Most stamp pads are watercolor based or water based, so that they actually will blend if you do it, which can create beautiful art, but maybe it's not necessarily what you want when you're doing a taco truck. You don't need a blurry taco truck. Maybe that's just me. It's always blurry when I'm chasing after it. Do you remember chasing those ice cream trucks when you were kids? Oh my goodness. Just adding a little bit of pink right across here. And yes, I'm going over the orange if it crossed over. I'm not taking my best of care here because I'm on the video and I'm trying to rush and my kids are running about. So I'm trying to do it before they start making some obnoxious noises. Probably they don't do that while I'm on the video. So super easy and clear. In order to create the black wheels that I like so much, we're going to use our black Stampin' Right marker. Paper Pumpkin recently came out with last month's collection, and it had a black Stampin' Right marker in it for journaling because it has a paintbrush on one side for great, so many people are good at the art of painting words now. That's a very big trend. Or using a pen side. So you can see here, there's a paintbrush and a pen side. As long as you keep the lids on, and they stack on top of each other so you don't lose them. So just like that. And I like to store it flat, so when I store my container, I store them flat like that. Now, everything needs a little bit of sparkle, including a taco truck. So I'm gonna use the clear Wink of Stella just to color on top of the tacos and the windows. Now, it will pull color, so you wanna be careful not to pull that pink into your windshield or the black onto your hubcaps. So you could do the whole thing if you wanted to. I am not. I'm just doing a little bit of wink, a little bit of color, maybe up here. Perfect. Now we're going to use Stampin' Dimensional Adhesives. This will give you a little bit of depth to your project. And then I'm going to put 4 corners. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I like the depth and texture that it adds when you add a second layer. Then I'm going to tuck that down here and frame out my Let's Taco about how awesome you are. This is a very simple and clean card, but I love it. It's so pretty. Lots of color, just a little bit of sparkle, and it's sure to brighten anybody's day. Remember, you can shop online with me anytime and load up all of your supplies with this designer series paper, the cardstock, the ink pads, and when you do so, if you spend enough money, you will earn the free stamp set. So this is one of the many free stamp sets that you can pick. This is my featured stamp set of the week, the Tasty Trucks. So keep an eye on my blog for the next week. You'll have all kinds of great samples to play with that will be on my blog using this stamp set. Thanks for coming. Make sure you check me out at gettingcraftystampin.com. And until I see you next time, happy stamping! Hi guys, so this is the collection I have for my paper collection. Don't judge, I'm in the process of trying to organize. Let's see if I can get a good view of it here. So I just wanted to point out that when you have your designer series paper, you're going to pick the papers that coordinate. And our paper packets, like right here, are perfectly designed to coordinate with the papers and the inks and the ribbons and the accessories. So I store my 12 by 12s in the middle of a shelf, and then by color collection I put my 8.5 by 11s. This helps me to know when things are missing, and it helps me to grab them in a pinch. So that's kind of how I do my paper.